Hi there, my name is Ransom Riggs, and I am the author of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, The Desolations of Devil's Acre, which is now available in France, and I'm very excited about that. And I'm here today to talk about 5 important keywords that help describe my new book. Family. I think this book has always begun with family from the very beginning of the series. Jacob Portman, the protagonist of the Peculiar Children books, has a family. Of course, he's no orphan, like many young adult or children's novel protagonists, but he doesn't feel deeply connected to them. And the novels are really his search for a found family. I think that's something that many of us go through, and it certainly was true for me, not because I didn't love my family, but I needed some other group to really connect with, who I felt understood me on a different level. And Jacob is one of these people. So the arc of his emotional journey through the books is really the process of him finding a new family among friends, and then negotiating that family as opposed to his biological family, and trying to figure out how best to have both. Battles. There are many battles in these books. I enjoy writing them. But this is the final book in this very long arc of the story. And there has been a giant battle brewing for many books between the forces of evil and the forces for good in the peculiar world. In this case, the forces of evil are Miss Peregrine's wayward brother Call and his legions of, I can't really describe them or it will be a giveaway, but there's a lot of hologast and other nasty things afoot. And on their way to confronting this, Jacob and his peculiar friends have to negotiate other battles, like trench warfare in World War I, which was a lot of fun and sort of terrifying to put myself through and research and write. So there are historical battles that are sort of real, and these fantasy battles that Jacob fights with the monsters and Call, and they all sort of coalesce into one giant stew of battles. Fantasy. These books are fantasy. I once got a letter from a very young reader saying, I really like these books, even though time travel is fake, which I really appreciated. The fakeness of it, I have always tried to balance with like a hard documentary reality, which is why there are photographs in the book of real people. And why there's so much history in the book. I suppose I could have played fast and loose with the history, but I really tried to place this fantasy story in real time during World War II, when real things were happening, and force my fantasy world to interact with the real world as much as possible, so that the story always had one foot in reality and one foot in fantasy, because that's how I like my fantasy. I wanted to have a really strong connection to reality, and that helps me believe the fantasy and get lost in it. Universe. The process of making these books, 6 books and a collection of fairy tales and perhaps more to come, has really been the process of creating a universe in my own mind and then on the page, and expanding it as I go. There, I think, is a perception that authors try to cultivate, that they have pre-imagined the whole universe before they even start writing the book. But that is absolutely not true, and I think impossible unless you're, a genius. So it's really been a process, writing all these books and this last one too, of building the airplane while I'm flying it, building the universe while the characters are living in it. And it's been very exciting, because only now that the series is finished can I say that I can understand the universe and I can really get my hands around it and describe it in total to someone else. Conclusion. This is the final book in the series. I'm not necessarily ruling out other books, but in this, plot, this arc that's been unraveling itself for 6 books now, this is it. And it's been building to this for a long time. And I have been thinking about what the end of this series would look like for a long time. And all I can say without spoiling everything is that I hope I did the story and the characters justice.